Hi everyone. The overall goal I gotta get my brain to do brain things. Welcome to season 1, episode 1 of a brand new series I'm gonna do here on this channel. For season 1, the goal is to flip every single house in The Sims 4. We're gonna start with obviously the just base game that it comes with, or we're gonna start with the base game. And then as the series hopefully builds more traction and a following, I'll start getting more into expansion packs and other things like that. Personally, I strongly believe that every house has its own individual personality, and my goal is to kind of demonstrate that while also demonstrating what I can do creatively. We're gonna do stuff. It's gonna be pretty. Yeah, I'm sure there's more layers to that, but the brain is struggling at the moment, so bear with me here. We're gonna start though in Willow Creek in the Streamlet single. It's a 1 bed, 1 bath, starting at 15,400. So let's go check it out. Okay, here we are. Streamlet single. Immediate first impression, it's very green. It's very mint green, which I don't hate green. I actually really enjoy green. I think it's a really pretty color. I think you can do a lot with it. I personally kind of count it as a neutral along with blue, but it can also be a focal point if you want it to. The landscaping is a little rough, not very well maintained, a lot of dirt. Just small, quaint, cute. Yeah, the exterior to me feels very kind of southern, like it seems like a cute little house that you would find somewhere in Mississippi or Georgia. So I think I might lean into that a little bit, especially with the scaffolding that they have here. I don't know if scaffolding is the right word, but the trim around the patio seems very southern to me, along with the railing on the patio. And then the shingles too. Yeah, let's head inside. Immediate first ick here is the bedroom being at the front of the house. I feel like, yes, it's a ranch. The house can only get so safe. But I feel like putting the bedroom at the front of the house is really just asking for it. At least make them work a little bit to get to the bedroom where you're sleeping and vulnerable and at your weakest. So I'm gonna move the bedroom to the back of the house. It's very dark. There's not a lot of light, natural or artificial. I'm a big natural light gal, as you can see. I don't have any lights on in my apartment. I am solely using the sliding glass door in my living room to light up this space right now. So we will definitely be adding some windows, and then why everything in the living room and dining room is diagonal is beyond me. It's a waste of space. You could fit so much more and do so much more with this space if you oriented the furniture differently. So we'll be doing that as well. And then the kitchen, itty bitty, can't do anything with that. The kitchen in my dorm room, my old dorm room, was nicer than this. Well, I didn't have an oven, so maybe this one is nicer. but they actually look pretty stinking similar. I'll edit in a picture of my dorm kitchen. That's not good. Yeah, so I'm thinking we shift the bedroom to the back of the house, shift the kitchen to the front of the house, and then just kind of orient the furniture better to really maximize the square footage and space. So with all of that, let's go see this flipped house. All right, we're back. We're at the flipped version. Welcome to the Streamlet single. It's a still 20 by 15, 1 bed, now 2 bath. We quadrupled the original price, and it's now at 68,500 simoleons, and its traits are bracing breezes, natural light, and great soil. And then I have renamed this house in the marketplace to Southern Escape. So welcome to the Southern Escape.
Let's take a journey somewhere for you and I. Let's get out this place. A one-way ticket to the stars. Follow our hearts, girl, without a trace.
Alright, here we are. Just kind of digging into some of the nitty-gritty, smaller stuff. To me, this is coming from someone that's never really been to the South. I lived in Mississippi for 6 months on an Air Force base, but I don't really think that counts. So coming from me and my lack of knowledge on the South, when I imagine the Southern aesthetic, I think of just very kind of sleek black and white color scheme. I think of paneling, I think of deep, rich wood tones, I think of herringbone patterns, and just kind of a more rustic feel with a cleaner color scheme. So with all of that in mind, I feel like that kind of explains the choices that I made for this house a little bit more. Oh, and arches. I feel like arches are very elegant and very southern. When I think of the South and kind of the southern aesthetic, I think of very elegant. So there's that little sprinkle there as well. So heading straight into the dining room, immediately we have those huge arched black windows and the beautiful black and white marble tile flooring, the paneled walls. And then personally, I'll make a whole separate video on dining areas because I have a lot I have to say about dining areas specifically, but I am a huge fan of round dining areas. I feel like you can fit so many more people in a smaller space with dining areas, with round dining areas, than you can square rectangle. And it also just seems more intimate. At square and rectangle dining areas, you're sitting completely next to each other, so you have to like completely turn to look at the person next to you, whereas if you're in a round dining area, you're all kind of at an angle towards each other, so you don't have to rotate as much to talk to the people around you. Anyways, so that's the dining area, and then of course, like I was saying, we have the rich just wooden floors, the rich wooden cabinetry in the kitchen, very nice appliances, gas stove in the kitchen. Excuse me. I felt like this space wasn't big enough to quite have a full island, so I just went for a work table instead. And then moving into the living room, that pop of deep blue kind of still tying in that kind of deep, rich, earthy feel into the home, but still bringing color as well. And then I also think of just massive fireplaces when I think of the South, which is kind of funny to me because the South, just from what I know of living in Mississippi and then going to Disney World on the occasion, is it's very humid and it's very hot. No need really for a fireplace. But I still, fireplaces, big, elegant fireplaces just seem very southern to me, so we threw a fireplace in there. And then bedrooms. I can make a separate video on this if you guys want me to, but the environment you sleep in has an effect on how well you sleep psychologically. And I have discovered for me personally that the darker my room is, the better I sleep. So in the bedrooms for this series, I kind of am trying to go for darker bedrooms that kind of capture that den-esque feel. Like my bedroom, I'll show it to you guys here eventually, but my goal is I want it to feel like a den. Like I want to go in there and knock out and hibernate. I want it to be super cozy. I want it to be kind of pretty dark. And so I went for a darker paneling, darker furniture, and just overall kind of darker finishes in the bedroom. But then continued that blue, not only to make the house feel more cohesive by only using the same color palette, but then blues also just southern. I don't really know what I'm saying. And then in the bathroom here we have the brass clawfoot bathtub. I always stumble over that. And then the herringbone brick floors. So very rustic, but also still very elegant. Beautiful finishes. Lots of natural wood again. The guest room bathroom is pretty much the same thing, just more condensed. Yeah, nothing too crazy to really say about the bathrooms. And then your outdoor space. I think that having a usable outdoor space is so important. Again, I can do a whole separate video on why, but outdoor spaces are very, very important to me. And so I made sure to, despite how small this lot was, to include a decent backyard space. You have outdoor dining and outdoor lounging. If you'll ever actually be able to lay on those lounge chairs is kind of beyond me, because the huge weeping willow will most likely block the sun 99% of the time, but it's fine. And then again, I'll make a separate video on this as well, but the landscaping is completely all natural. Everything that you can find in this yard, you can find natively in the area that this house was built. So it being, with my vision being kind of Georgia and Mississippi, this landscaping is all like native plants to, I'm gonna say, that zone, that gardening zone. But yeah, this is about all I have for the Southern Escape. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like it. If you did, and you also play The Sims, I do upload all of the houses that I flip and build to the gallery. So here is that. You can even get sneak peeks and look ahead, because I have all of the houses for Willow Creek done already pretty much. I think there's 2 more that I still need to do. And so you can go look at all of those before I even upload the videos about them. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have a lot more where this is coming from. I have 3 or 4 different versions of this series that I would like to eventually bring to this channel. But thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I love you all, and I hope to see you back next week. And if you really enjoyed it that much, I would greatly appreciate a like, comment, and a subscribe. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.